We will not be intimidated. Their horrific acts only unite us as a country and stiffen our resolve to take the fight against these terrorists. And those who make the mistake of harming Americans will learn that we will not forget, and that our reach is long, and that justice will be served.
President Obama speaking about 2.5 hours ago after the world waited a day for him to respond to the beheading of an American journalist by the name of Steven Sotloff. Was the response muscular or miniature? Peter Johnson Jr. watched it. What do you think?
I got up early this morning, and I'll give you the long answer, then the short answer. The long answer is that this was a cautious, meandering, auditor-type statement from a president who we expected a lot more from. I was hoping that in the wake of beheadings, in the wake of genocide, in the wake of crucifixions, in the wake of people saying that they were going to fly a flag over the White House, that we would respond in a robust way. But instead, the president spoke in passive tones about really a prostrate American nation, focusing on prayers, tragedy, agony, grief, all important emotions that we should share specifically with this family, giving this shallow consolation, this unrealized hope that this was already a failed plan on behalf of ISIS. We know what the president will not do. He says, we will not forget. We will not be intimidated. But we do not know what he will do to confront the ISIS threat. And the language that he uses, again, is passive, is incremental, is miniature. And there's the answer. Miniature says, we're going to roll them back. We're going to degrade them. He says, destroy once. We're going to blunt the momentum. We're going to talk about the remnants that will always come back, that it's a manageable problem, as you pointed out with the Admiral this morning. We're going to isolate them. That is not destroy. That is not to say that America will take retributive justice, retribution, not criminal justice in the federal district court in the Southern District. So a lot of Americans, including me, I think, were expecting a robust, strong performance by the president that expressed outrage, but also gave reassurance to say, kids, you're safe in our schools. Moms, you're safe in the malls.
Right.
We will protect you.
You know what? When we were watching it in the newsroom, I was expecting, keep in mind, this is the second American, a journalist who was over there trying to tell the story, beheaded, his head cut off on camera. I was expecting the President of the United States to stand there at the podium and stamp his fist and say something like, this will not stand. A lot of Americans, Peter Johnson Jr., would love to have seen the President of the United States channel George W. Bush when he said, we're going to get you dead or alive.
Bush, Reagan, Kennedy, pay any price, bear any burden that he talked about in his inaugural address. But instead, we got this kind of incremental, gradual, elliptical discussion of principles of justice. I don't know what justice is. He should have taken a page out of the book of his civil rights advisor, the Reverend Al Sharpton. He should have said to these folks at ISIS, no justice, no peace. That message was missing this morning, and that's the message that we should have been delivering. We need a statement of intent for this country that we will not stand for it and that we will prevail. We will overcome. This group, the next group, the next group, because there will be more. This will be a continuing war on terror. He won't call it a war. We're fighting it.
Somebody needs to make the transcript of what you just said and send it over to the White House, because that's what a lot of people want to hear.
I hope so.
All right. Peter Johnson Jr.
See you. Good morning.